Cricket Wireless presents the Warmup, and thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Ashley Bullington. It's playoff time in Texas, and we have a great show for you this week, jam-packed with all of the Texas high school football playoff content you could ever want. So let's get you warmed up.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yes, it's playoffs, and by December 15th, we will be starting to crown state champions. My, oh my, how time flies when you're having fun. We will be here all weekend long, bringing you highlights from the by-district rounds of playoffs on Inside High School Sports. So let's see some games that you will be seeing this Saturday on our show. In the lineup, presented by Sochil Chips and Salsa. Our Whataburger game of the week for the first round of playoffs is Arlington at Jesuit. Arlington won this battle last season 49-37, and the 2021 matchup is looking like it's going to be another good game.
The Colts ended the regular season 4-6 for the year and 3-3 in district. They took wins in their last two games, including a 45-38 overtime win against the Lamar Vikings. Their win over Bowie in the final week of the regular season solidified their spot in playoffs. The Colts averaged 35 points per game this season, but their defense struggled in some tough games in the middle of the year. Now, Jesuit went undefeated in district play and 9-1 this season. Their only loss in 2021 was to the Rockwall Yellow Jackets in Week 2. Since then, they have dominated opponents, and in their last 5 games have only allowed a total of 20 points against them. This season, their offense has scored 401 total points and were averaging 40 points per game. Jesuit is favored in this game, but there's still promise that it could be a great one.
Mesquite and Sachse will also be going head-to-head in round 1 of the playoffs. This is District 9 and 10, and both of these teams are very solid squads.
The Skeeters ended the regular season 6-4 overall and 4-2 in district. They averaged 21 points per game in 2021. They defeated Tyler Legacy in their regular season finale 21-9 and feel like they have some momentum going into a tough playoff schedule. Their defense gets the job done as they've only allowed a total of 202 total points against them this season. And last week, they didn't allow any points to be scored in the second half against Tyler Legacy. Now, their defense will be tested by a high-powered Sachse offense led by Virginia Tech commit Alex Orgy. He's helped lead the Mustangs to a 7-3 overall record and a second-place finish in their district. The Mustangs average 44 points per game and have a great ground attack.
With Cricket Wireless, you get great deals with great plans and premium phones you can afford. It's everything you want, including the price. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Enjoy the authentic flavors of ancient recipes. So thin, so crisp, so good, so chill.
We have some great games coming up this weekend on Inside High School Sports, Saturday night at 6:30 p.m. on ABC5. Now it's time for a battle as we bring on 2 great athletes you'll be seeing lining up on the gridiron, but instead they're lining up here on our show in the back.
Okay, guys, for the battle this week, we have 2 phenomenal Everman athletes on with us. Guys, introduce yourselves. Let the people know who you are.
Keylan, Childress, I play DB.
Seth Martin, I play offensive line and defensive line.
Awesome. Okay, guys, are y'all ready for some trivia? Who's going to take the battle title this week?
I'm definitely
You know who's going to take the win.
I'm definitely taking it.
Nah.
I don't plan on losing.
Okay, are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Question 1. What is the world's longest river called?
Nile River.
It is the Nile. What sport does Cristiano Ronaldo play?
Soccer.
Yes. We're 1-1.
I'll take a tie.
We got some more. Hold on, it's okay. What does Na stand for on the periodic table?
Is it sulfur?
Close, but no.
Sodium.
It's sodium. 2-1. Which U.S. state is known for peaches?
Ooh.
Georgia.
It is Georgia. Steve Harvey is a game show host. What is the show called?
Steve Harvey Show.
No.
Family Feud.
Family Feud. Keylan, you are the battle winner this week.
Let's go.
Do you have any words for our audience?
Told you I was going to take the dub.
I want a rematch. I feel like I got
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us here in the battle. We will be at the Everman game this week, and you will see highlights on our show on Inside High School Sports Saturday at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, so I told y'all I was gonna spice it up a little bit for the playoffs. Did that do it for y'all? Inside High School Sports cannot cover every game going on in the area for a show, even though we wish we could. But we will help hype them up. Let's check out some of the games to keep an eye on that won't be on Inside High School Sports this week in the hype.
Royce City and Frisco will be going head-to-head at the Star this week for a bi-district showdown. The Bulldogs lost their last 2 games of the regular season to Ihss and Forney and took the 3rd spot in district. But don't let those losses fool you. Royce City is one of the best teams in 5A. And before the last 2 weeks of the season, they were on an 8-week winning streak. The Bulldogs in their 8 wins scored 337 total points and averaged 42 points per game. The Frisco Raccoons are a tough squad to take down. They ended the season 9-1 overall, and their single loss came at the hands of district foe Lovejoy. The Raccoons scored an average of 42 points per game and allowed an average of 21 points per game. This one will most likely come down to the wire and will be a great bi-district matchup. Mansfield Summit and Azle are going head-to-head in a bi-district showdown as well. Summit defeated Midlothian 42-21 to clinch a first-round home playoff game. In that game, free safety Ahmad Moses plucked off 2 interceptions to halt the Midlow attack and help solidify his team's victory. Summit is ranked number 11 in the Class 5A area rankings and is making their 3rd consecutive playoff trip. The Jaguars average 34 points per game and can hold any opponent's offense. Azle took 2nd in district behind Brewer. They defeated the Texans last week 39-36 in what was a thriller of a game. The Hornets dominated their opponents this season, scoring 430 total points and only allowing 242. Quarterback Chris Lee has done a great job of leading the Hornets to victory through the 2021 season. Both of these squads want to take home a gold ball, but who do you think will?
With Cricket Wireless, you get great deals with great plans and premium phones you can afford. It's everything you want, including the price. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Plenty of great football to go around, and now it's time to see what's been trending on social media this week around the Inside High School Sports world in our segment, The Buzz. With a win last week over Wiley, the North Garland Raiders clinched their first playoff berth since 2009. They defeated the Pirates 30-14 and had a huge celebration. North Garland has a tough task ahead of them, though, as they will be taking on Rockwall in bi-district this week. But getting to the playoffs is a huge accomplishment. A Hail Mary to win district? Have you heard of that recently? Well, I have. The 6-6A title was on the line, and Lewisville and Hebron came down to the wire. The Fighting Farmers put it up and prayed, and their prayers were answered as Kai Stone was able to make the catch and win the game 37-35. That's all we have for this week's episode. To stay up to date with all things Inside High School Sports, follow our social accounts. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. By following those, we will get you ready for the highlight of the sports weekend, Inside High School Sports, Saturday night at 6:30 p.m. on ABC5, hosted by Pat Tony. Thank you for watching the Cricket Wireless Warm-Up. I'm Ashley Bullington, and I hope we've gotten you warmed up for all of the Texas high school football action this weekend on the gridiron.